Okay. Oh, I gotta turn on my iPad. Sorry if people could hear that. Where's my volume? There we go. Okay, so hey everybody, and welcome. We are back with another Binary Ninja live stream. Okay, it's been a little crazy setting things back up. I had to take my camera down for something else and then plug it all back in, and I think I mostly got everything up and going. But first, can people hear me? Is my audio okay? It's the first question. We'll see if, and does anybody actually watch? It says 8 people are watching, so we should have a couple people here. So let me know in chat if you can hear what I'm saying. I see myself. I thought I heard myself earlier, so I think I should be good. Excellent. Thank you, GameMind. All right, audio checks out. All right, so we've got a couple of things on the back burner. The first one I want to do, well, so let's see. I'm going to introduce this week's guest streamer. See if this works. Peter. Oh, all right, we can see Peter. I think we also see a window, and we hear Peter. Looks like we hear Peter. Excellent. There we go. A couple more people chiming in the audio is working for them. So I apologize. Peter's crop isn't very good. You got the whole window, so I'm like I said, I'm off. I was trying to redo. We're trying to use OBS Ninja, which I think works really well when it works. I just didn't have time to get it kind of like all set up and pretty the way I was going to require. And actually, some of it was just my fault. Like I had audio muting back. But anyway, can you all hear Peter as well too? Let us know if he's coming through. I think I see his audio coming through, so I think we're good. But I just wanted to oh good, Ryan's in. So Ryan, you're the first bit of news on the awesome. So people are hearing Peter. So let's actually switch over, and I'm gonna show you guys on Twitter. Actually, I don't know if I have this on Director 35, but let's see here. So we switch over here. Oh, my face is like way too big too. Yeah, I need to like resize things. And also, I think Peter is not you can't see Peter while we're doing the shot, so I apologize for that. But
I'm missing.
actually, so is the desktop. I don't see my desktop at all anymore. That was working. Oh, I think no, desktop. Where'd it go? Yeah, this one. I tested this. This was working. Deactivate, reactivate. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Well, okay. Hold please while I try to get in this way. Let's see. I do have another backup plan because this happened last time. So screen share with the room. I only have one screen. Entire screen. Remember, so Firefox cannot allow persistent access to share your screen. All right, no audio selected. That's fine. Ooh, infinite streaming. Okay, so let's try this. Let's turn on OBS Ninja. And that's supposed to work. Oh, I think I now need to send to the control room. So transfer. Let's see if this works. Transfer guest to room. No, hold on. Add to scene 1. Does that do this? Apologize for all the headaches, everybody. This, I literally had screen capture working. I could see my desktop before, and I switched away and I switched back, and my capture card doesn't like me. I think I could just do this. Copy solo link and update OBS Ninja to use that one instead. There we go. Cool. Okay. So now we have my desktop again. All right. A little bit of a workaround that should keep working. But yeah, so I said I was glad to have Ryan in the chat because I gotta find the right tweet now. Because Ryan got a Binary Ninja tattoo, and we just sent him his license earlier. I was a little late, so I was behind on it. But if you didn't yet see his tattoo, it's a
Might have to look in replies.
Yeah, I just switched over to tweets and replies a second ago, so it's it'd be lagging on the stream. Or actually, Ryan, if you want to remind me in chat what your it's Darth Maul, right? I'm trying to remember the full Twitter handle. Here it is. There it is. Okay, so here was the thread, and there it is. Excellent. Hey Fox, welcome. I don't think we're doing Crazy Bomb. We do have some of those stuff lined up, but yep, we got it. So there's the Benji tweet, and we do actually have a whole crew of new ninjas about to join Benji. So if you look on our website and our Twitter account, you should start to see a whole bunch of new Benjis coming, which is should be a lot of fun. So, all right, yeah, let me think. So that's that. This is working. I'm still like freaking out though. Like, Peter, did you see my desktop before when I had? I don't remember. I know I tested it.
Nope.
I know I did. I had it working. I saw it. All right. So we got a couple things we're gonna do. Let's see. Oh, right, the prize too. So I do have a special new thing just for the stream. I have one of them here. I don't have the other one handy, but this looks like just a Binary Ninja sticker, right? It looks like a regular normal. It is not. This is a magnet. This is not metal, so it's not really helpful. But
Ooh.
yeah, right. Hold on, I got a chair here. See, this is a magnet. It sticks to things. So I've got.
We now have them on our cars.
They're like all over our cars and all over our refrigerator has easily 20 on there. So yeah, if and this was something I mentioned in our Slack. So if you just saw this on YouTube and you're not in the Binary Ninja Slack, you might want to go check it out because I gave them a heads up. We are going to do a giveaway, a couple of them throughout the broadcast today, just for some magnets, nothing crazy, but I think they're kind of fun. So if you want, and these are not going to be in the store for a little while too. I haven't decided if they're going to be in the store at what point. So for now, they're just going to be special things, so you can show off to all your fellow Binary Ninjas. And the first question I'm going to ask is, and this is going to go to the first person that gets the correct answer. What was the first date when I started streaming Binary Ninja live streams? So what's the date of the first Binary Ninja live stream? There's always new merch if I get my way. Thankfully, Peter and the rest of the team keep me from going too crazy. But magnets were the first one I've done in a little while. But there's always new stuff. We did actually get new hoodies, but these are, so the hoodies are just for Vectorites for now. And I will say, a couple very special people did get hoodies. So if you're a super fan, if you are one of those people that's always answering questions in Slack, or always posting blogs and plugins and doing that kind of stuff, you may get. All right, so we have a guess from GameMind. That was not the first live stream for. I don't think that was the first live stream. I actually don't remember the correct answer because I have Glenn who is gonna check these for me. So he's gonna be our official judge who will comment out the correct date.
Yeah, we only started this year, so
No, I think I may have had some in last year. I think I had some. I definitely think I was going around for more than that. So I think there was some a little earlier than that, but I meant to actually check before the stream and then just got busy doing setup. So nope, Joe, there were videos from 2015 to 2016. There were actually videos then, but I don't think they were the live streams. They were not like this. Yeah, I mean, so anyways, I'll let y'all figure that out. Glenn will confirm the correct answer when it comes through. In the meantime, like I said, we've got like one other one as well coming through later. So we'll do that. Next up, Peter, let's take a look at our GitHub issues, because I always like to go through and see. So the last time I streamed, it's been a little while because we had the holidays, and so I think it's been almost like 3 weeks now. What issues have been closed that are worth talking about since the last?
You want to talk about what we released before this?
Oh, did we release something? Is there something we did in the last couple weeks?
I don't know.
Oh, look at this. Wait, what is this thing? Binary Ninja Enterprise. So that's actually the enterprise server we have here at the office. But we have it here on the website as well too. Yeah, so if people are interested, definitely reach out and ask us for more. You can see we've got a new landing page here, and we've got a whole blog post with a lot more details, a lot more screenshots. But y'all have seen it. Like, we've demoed it on stream for a couple people before too. So this is not totally new. And you may have noticed, though, the earlier demos of it, I don't think we actually had chat links, so you could click addresses. You actually can do that now. So I think Josh managed to throw that in. So there's, yeah, this is basically, so it's a couple things. This is how you can get floating licenses in Binary Ninja. It's been something that a lot of companies have asked about, and we kind of always wanted to like save like floating licenses for like a dedicated enterprise server, partly because we don't want to just use like an existing DRM license management implementation, because a lot of them are pretty bad. November 13th, 2020 sounds pretty good. That sounds close. So we'll let Glenn confirm it, but that's in my memory about what it was. But I would not be surprised if that was correct. Man, Ryan's gonna win a license and a magnet. Nice magnet to go with that fresh new license. Yeah, we always kind of planned on like having our own enterprise server essentially that would do the licensing, because we want it to be a little bit more flexible and not non-onerous, because we've run into a lot of really obnoxious licensing things in the past. And so this is, in fact, you can see right here how you can choose the duration of checkout. So you can both floating, where it just automatically checks in, checks out a license, but you can also manually say like, I want to take this license with me for a while, grab it for a little bit. And then the server admin can even like reset it if something happens. That's right. You're going to have Binja all the way. Ooh, May 26th. I think, so Ricardo, I think I was before that. So I think Ryan's a little bit closer, but we'll see. Like I said, I mean, y'all keep coming with the guesses. There's no penalty for wrong answers until Glenn confirms what the correct date was. I really hope Glenn's actually on the stream and looking this up, because otherwise I'm gonna think of it. Yeah, he is. I see Glenn Smith is typing. Okay, so that's a good question.
So Ryan is correct.
Well,
That's
yeah, that's the first AV test. So I'll allow that. I'll tell you what. Someone else who's not Ryan can guess the other date though. The AV test, we'll consider that the first like test stream, but the first like full, I actually did like a whole live stream. If you get that date as well, I'll count both of those and we'll send stickers to both y'all. So we'll allow multiple winners on this one because there's enough ambiguity. So cool. Also, I don't know if the chat looks really, whatever. I might turn the chat off or the face cam off. So yeah, floating licenses, again, you can check them out, you get them for like a long period of time. You can even reset them, right? So if you're an admin and somebody checks one out and the laptop gets burnt on fire, you don't want that to be a license you can never get. So it wasn't May. I don't think it would have been all the way into May. I think, oh, the reason y'all are guessing May might be because that's the playlist. I forget. There's a difference between the playlist and the videos, because some of them were not added to the playlist. We'll figure it out. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me correct. The AV test was not the 13th. The 13th was the first live stream. The AV test was earlier than that. So now I'm looking for whoever gets the AV test. That's another winner. So we'll count that as well. And if you do win one of these, so Ryan, if you want to just shoot an email to prize@vector35.com. I don't know, anything at vector35. We just have a catch-all, so I'll take it out, take a look at it there. All right. No, it wasn't in May. It was not in May. There it is. Ricardo got it. November 5th. That is correct. There we go. So November 5th was the AV test. November 13th was the first one. So y'all got both of them now. All right. And we'll the other question, I'm gonna wait till see Glenn has tabulated the correct answer later on, and then we'll go from there. But so these are all the features in Enterprise. It's been a busy couple weeks because we did this like the week before Thanksgiving. And so then it's been we've been crazy the last few weeks, so it's been a little nuts. But all right, let's go back to, yeah, if you have any questions, let us know about Enterprise. All right, but as far as Binja stuff in general, what's been happening to Binja, there are always fun stuff. So these are the closed issues, and I want to sort by, oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. I want closed issues, sort by recently updated. Recently updated, I think is the right order. All right, so we've got, looking mostly for new videos. There's always some bug stuff. A feature request, SSA versions on a variable. Oh, that got added in. Okay, Kyle implemented that. So you can access .ssa versions on a variable. That is kind of nice. Yeah, some small. Oh wait, is that it? Wow, it's been a small number of issues closed. I did say we launched a new product and there was the holidays, so that kind of makes sense. We did a little bit slower, but yeah, and look that there was a cough one too, because I was gonna say I think some of these down here, the pie typed I remember talking about last time, which makes sense. So we need to get on our closing our issues before we're all going for the holidays again here soon. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can actually log in to the server. Oh no, it's gonna reject me. Let me double check this. All right, so let's see if I can get this going. If not, we'll pull up. Oh wait, hold on. I know there was a commit that just landed. That the fix from Ryan that just got on yesterday. I think we need an issue to track that. All right, Peter. The actually, in fact, I don't even know. I'm trying to remember the description for those changes. Do you
Which changes?
So the ones that he fixed for, because we were doing the RE bash on 132K, he had a couple of changes that landed that improved it, and I don't know if you can summarize off the top of your head if you remember those changes.
Yeah,
or...
I don't remember what those are.
I don't either. We need to tell him to make an issue because he like landed that.
Well, I'm sure he did. He just made them on a different repo.
Well, on the core one, there's the issue on
the enterprise repo.
Oh no! I'm talking about the changes to the core analysis for the Windows kernel stuff, the platform things that
Snippets. The stuff Ryan.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, actually, there is a major issue that got closed. I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah. So yeah, the issue there is we try to be very smart about like how we propagate parameters to functions, right? So we don't just rely on like, oh, this is cdecl calling convention or this is standard call, because you can't always rely on calling conventions, especially when you have hand rolled assembly, when you have things like even the Visual Studio compiler doesn't pay attention to calling conventions to internal calls, because they like, this is a somewhat recent addition where they're like, oh yeah, like why am I going to shuffle this register into another register
if I know it's only called this place and it doesn't matter?
It's only called, it's only called these two places and they already have it in this non-standard register. So we're kind of over aggressive with what we consider a variable. So this leads to problems in one particular area, and that's when you have context saves. So for instance, a push FD instruction is going to push like a whole bunch of instructions onto the stack. And if we're trying to make all of our analysis completely generic, we could say, oh, if you ever see a push FD, then we know it's going to be a context save, and so let's not use this for the purposes of type parameter propagation. But we don't have anything in there like that. We just see, okay, there's 72 registers being accessed in this one function. There must be 72 parameters into this function. So what we needed to do is add in some kind of heuristic to say, okay, like if it would be pretty rare that you're going to have a function that has 72 parameters all scattered around different parameters, and it's not really following the calling convention. So essentially what we do is we that function that does the context save would essentially taint like the entire program in some cases. Like opening up NTDLL, for instance, there's all these context saves that are happening all over the place, meaning because of like exception handling or whatever, meaning that we end up propagating garbage parameters all around. So we essentially devise a heuristic whereby we figure out when a function is doing a context save. And it's not necessarily just so strictly a context save, but it's like when you have n number of parameters that are not a part of the calling convention that are all used out of nowhere, then we consider those things to not actually be useful for the purposes of parameter propagation. So that really limits the scope of damage that a context save can do.
Yeah, an incorrect sort of analysis.
Right. And so we'll still, I think that those functions which do the context save still get that number of parameters propagated. Like we'll still say this function takes all of these registers.
Or they're not propagated. You'll still see them in the analysis for just that function, but then they don't
you'll
get
only
propagated.
see it in that particular function. But any of the things that call that, we then don't use those for that purpose. So, if you see, a call to some kind of save state, it'd be like, yeah, it's going to use the entire register list. And so, we're able to limit the scope of that. It costs, I guess, saying that costs them a lot of hours.
Fox mentioned the different calling convention. Yeah, getting. I mean, you'll spend a lot of time in a debugger staring at like stack traces when you're. If you're not getting you kind of inject anything into another process in particular, you'll
so now in binaries where there's lots of context saves going on, the parameter propagation is, it's night and day difference. So that was a huge change, a huge improvement.
Yeah. And in fact, actually, there's got to be, I think, an issue already open for that. So I think he's probably just hasn't closed it, right? Like I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I think I mentioned like recognizing context saving or something like that. There might be an issue for that, but it's one of those things where it's like how do you, like we're kind of doing the right thing, like it's just it's not helpful.
Yeah, it's the wrong thing from a usability or from a simplification perspective. It's the right thing from it's not wrong. Like the analysis is correct. Those do behave in that manner. That's just not really maybe what the user wants to see. I'm trying to remember by the name of the decompile to C issue because GameMind made a great point about that. I wanted to pull up that issue to talk about that because I am going to talk about that a little bit later too. I don't remember. It's not under decompile. I tried to find, because decompiled source code view is, oh, that's because it's closed. No wonder. That would do it. Yep, decompiled to C. There we go. Yes, bang contest will definitely give you the nothing because StreamBot I don't really use very effectively. But you'll see. You missed one chance, Valgrind, but there's still another one coming up. At least one more coming up. We may add additional ones for swag. And the swag, by the way, just in case you missed it, is we've got magnets. They're like our stickers, but they're magnetic, and therefore you could put them on a car. Which I've actually noticed some people who put our stickers on their cars, and I was like, don't do that. Don't ruin car paint. Why would you do that? But the magnets are meant to be easy on and off on a car. So we've got some of those we're going through now, and you cannot buy them in the store. This is like a special thing. So okay, back to let's see, did that work? Oh, I gotta wait a second here. Switch back to my OBS. All right, so we're back to the desktop. So yeah, GameMind, you asked the other question about decompile to C had some checkboxes, and they all look done. So where's the beef? This is an excellent question. And I think the answer is it's just waiting in code review. Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, because you probably know more than I do. But
there's a few
some other ones too.
Small things that need to be fixed, and we need to do some additional correctness testing. But yeah, I mean, it could land next week. If
yeah. So the nice thing is, anything new like this, where it's kind of a new feature, as long as it's not going to introduce stability into the existing tool, like we can, it's, once it passes that bar.
Like, I don't like the name of it. It should just be called like pseudo C or something.
Yeah, it's
like
C
that.
Representation.
Also, you need to turn on braces for it to actually be accurate.
Oh, this is true.
And that's one of the things I wanted to make default, because if people want to look at it and see, like, right, you want to copy and paste it or something.
That's the whole point, like, exactly. And actually, that is how some of the testing's been going. Actually, I'm curious. Actually, so if I do, and also maybe you probably want to do turn off show addresses too, right? Might be another one, because I don't think you really want to see addresses when you do it as C.
Yeah.
But if I
now we need line numbers, right?
Well, but you like then when you copy them, you don't want that, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
So let's see here. Yeah, I was afraid I missed the first one. This was it's for these sum loops.
There's no there's data variables in there, so that's not gonna work.
That isn't gonna work, isn't it?
But they're being passed to printf, so you might be able to just hit A on this. Double click on the data variables.
Sorry, where's that one? No, where's the data ones? It's var. Oh, I see them. Yep. Oh, there we go. Yep, that'll do it. Actually, so that also. Oh, there we go. I can't select the whole thing. So now Control C and paste. Ooh, yeah. I'm curious. So, don't tell anybody how bad. No, argc is first. Hello world. Okay, hold on.
Just open close parens and open, and then open close curly, and you should be good.
Voice.
You want to return? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. GCC. I know. Make test.c will do it. I think, right? GCC test.c. Fine. Oh yeah. So let's see. What am I doing?
Oh, you don't have them defined. Do you also have to turn on like definitions at the top?
Oh yeah. That's true. There's a way to do that. Yeah. So that's Valgrind. The question about adding braces. So I don't like braces for high-level IL is the answer, because I actually prefer, if I'm just looking at something in high-level IL, I actually
I want it to look like Python.
Wait. What's going on here though? This is still. Oh, I hit medium. I'm like, that's not
Yeah,
how
you're in the
yeah.
wrong.
So yeah, I actually prefer it. If I go back to braces off, I actually prefer the default for high level IO. So for me, this I actually like better. It's more concise. I like that. I don't know, maybe that's just because I'm used to it. But yeah, to be fair, I could always change it right on my box and then just leave braces by default for other people. So that's what I get for being too long in the Python. I mean, that's yeah. Anyway, it's not strictly Python. It's just high level IO. It's just its own thing. So
Can you actually compile it?
that's yeah. So let's go back here. See. So
Look at what the error is, and I'm a little bit lagged because of
I know. I got
stream.
it. So hold on. Actually, let me do it this way where I can show both at the same time. So if let's see.
Scroll
I
down.
didn't include Studio or anything. So include Studio H. I don't see.
Actually, it looks like we're missing a paren or something somewhere.
Well, I was trying to figure out the first one. Yeah, I did include Studio.h. Trying to type that right. Unknown type name. Oh, int64t. Do I have to type that?
Standard int. Pound include standard int. .h.
std int.
Yeah.
I left it on screen so you can see it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so d expects int, but argument has type long unsigned int.
That's just a warning. You can ignore warnings.
Yeah, did it actually build that? Oh.
Did it? Yeah.
Huh. Hey, that was fun. We didn't actually test that in advance. So I'm going to go with high level IOs. Working pretty good. Like.
Decompile to C.
Or sorry, yeah, decompile to C rather. Yeah.
Yeah. What he actually did was, I think there's like a binjadefs.h or something like that.
Yeah, he has mentioned that.
And so that's supposed to be the real way.
Well,
you're supposed to do it rather than just copy pasting.
Yeah, and what you really want too is like you want to be able to like export linear assembly. You want to be able to do like entire binary or function as C.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want there. It just needs to be an action where it's directly to like, please save this, and then just pop up the file name directly from there. And let people do the APIs. So yeah, that's definitely coming along. And it's funny too, because I think we originally were like, yeah, could you do like a really quick prototype, proof of concept, and then it's basically just built the whole feature.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic work. We are very happy. Good job. So let's see if this works. Hey, look at that. Okay, so I'm logged into enterprise server and I'm getting an update. Hold on, wait, which update am I getting? It's probably trying to regress. No. Oh, okay, it was actually. Oh yeah, it was taking me back to the stable. All right, so I had to switch to the development branch instead. Let's disable that. So I was right to cancel it, but here we go. So yeah, so like this is let's actually get this over here. So this is like the enterprise. So I think we've demoed like collaboration on stream a couple times, but we haven't really had like a full enterprise server that actually did all the user management. And you can actually see that when you do this, you actually get like your license stuff. It's just literally like the enterprise server you can connect to and you can automatically connect your binges to it. So you don't have to have a license file.
Yeah.
You get it from the
Eventually,
server.
this page will also let you
these
download the client.
These three things
directly.
should be links directly where it lets you just do that.
Yeah, you just be able to log in here, download your client.
Yep.
And yeah.
And there's a separate admin interface where you can like manage users and all that good stuff. So all right. So for example, can I see who the permission? Yeah, so we can see like, oh, there's people who have access to it. We all are actually just admins because internally it's just easier to do that. And I'm curious. So this is a full Win32K sys. And you can see, oh, Josh is on. It didn't break, Josh. It's great news. So this one already has PDB symbols applied to it. So for example, one of the tests that we did previously was to apply the PDB. Hey, Chris has joined as well. So this is the enterprise server still finishing up. So there is one, it does do reanalysis now, which it really shouldn't have to because it does have that that info. There was a bug that we basically worked around temporarily by triggering a reanalysis, but that shouldn't have to happen. So at some point relatively soon, that should go away where like I can get it already kind of reanalyzed. Everyone's doing the eyes in chat. So this is what we've got, and Peter. Oh wait, here. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn on show chat. I don't know if you're on the same one, Peter, or not. Or if you wanna. Oh yeah, so you can see my comments here. I noticed that the chat is not using the new global area. So the new global area, which is down here where log and Python console are. So we've got a to-do to move the chat there instead of it's a good old-fashioned doc widget right now, which works because you can put it over here. But I think this is a better place for it as a part of the new global area settings. So probably gonna do that. But if you happen to have made any changes to this, Peter, actually I think you were working on a different copy of this. I don't know if you have one that you can push that I can sync to if you wanted to. And actually, while you're doing that, I'll mention one thing that actually you pointed out to me that I thought was a useful kind of tidbit, which is right now, the way that our PDB parsing works, the way that I did it on this file, for example, is that somebody else had actually uploaded the file, and I literally just loaded it with the tools, went to plugins, went to PDB, and said, please try to find the PDB because this is one that Microsoft publishes PDB files for. All right, chat. Let's see how many eyes we can get. That's not nearly enough. Clearly, we could go for more. I want to know who's watching. Oh, there we go. So Peter wants me to look at something. So yeah, those clickable links. Good job, Josh. See, Josh added that one, and that was a nice bonus feature we weren't sure we were going to get in. So yeah, the idea is that you can be like collaborating with folks, like, and then you can send links back and forth. So you're here. Eventually, it'd be cool if you could literally see their cursor and like click on it to like go follow them or something, or like right click in their name. It'd be like follow user. Peter's the. I was gonna say Peter's the only one who could do the eyes there, and then I realized that's not true at all because Josh and Glenn could totally do that. There we go. Yeah, Game Mind. I have my favorite my favorites as well that I do from like whatever they call it.
Back in my day.
See, there we go. What are they called? The other ones, the ones that use the Japanese character set, which clearly we need a better font here because I should have pasted in right. Or let's see this one. Yeah, oh, that one came out good. So all right, so Peter, you were actually looking at our analysis here. One of the things you told me is you said, yeah, I mean, the right way to do a PDB though is different, and that'll change, I think, once we redo our PDB. Do you want to talk about like kind of the difference between what I did and what could produce better results?
Yeah, well, the way you did it was the way that makes sense
from a user perspective. Yeah.
From a user perspective, which is when you opened up the binary and it's like, oh, this thing has PDB, and you just click the load PDB, and like a lot of people don't realize this, but that load PDB is kind of magic. It automatically does a sim check, and will pull down the PDB for you and place it into
doesn't it even, like, if you have like a symbol store defined in like an environment variable, won't it reuse that and cache it?
There's a whole process. So first it looks in the same directory as the binary for something labeled the same .pdb, and then it will load that one if it's the correct one. Then it will look in the symbol store if you have that set. Then it will, if none of that is satisfied, then it will go to the symbol server and pull it down and then apply that. And you can use emoji in IRC. What is this?
Well, he's just saying that, like, so Game Mind
yeah.
was pointing out that you used to have to do that, and Glenn's saying you still can. Like, yes, but
Well,
you didn't 20 years ago, right? Like,
right.
when
There
you were into
wasn't
that.
emoji
Yeah.
back in the day when IRC was relevant.
I mean, some people are. Yeah, pretty much. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but anyway,
That's right. Should you?
So the issue is if you load a binary and then you click load BNDB, it will start doing all of the parsing of the PDB. But while it's doing that, we haven't like halted analysis. And analysis has started before you even collect that. So especially in a binary that doesn't have like a lot of symbols, then what can happen is like we could even start linear sweep and like find bad functions. And then you go and apply the PDB, and then it like
it's trying to make the correct ones, but in the middle of like
the correct ones, right? But like we don't really have a way to say like, oh, I know this. You found this one, but this one is actually better.
So let's remove all the old. I mean, like
because because our analysis also like allows functions to overlap. So like, what if the auto analysis found a function in the middle of some other function that has a symbol? It's like
they'll both just exist
really
in
tricky.
a weird way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we designed like Kyle built Debug Info API
right
specifically to fix that. Right.
That's the real solution here is so the Debug Info API, which he's working on to get Dwarf in now, is it's like a really low level analysis level of a way to inform our analysis when there is additional information available in the binary
at load time, so you don't have to do it afterwards, right?
Right. So I'm not completely sure if he's doing all of these things, but like one, we can short circuit. The debug info lets us be able to short circuit linear sweep. It lets us like be able to conveniently access all that debugging information, regardless of the state of analysis. It'd also be nice because you'll have like a programmatic access to both like the information stored in a PDB,
so you could actually query out the
Dwarf.
PDB information. Yeah,
like so, if you were parsing both Dwarf and PDB info, you can conceivably just use Binary Ninja instead of using two separate libraries that to get at that information.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Even some of our like PE parsing stuff right now, like we'll create structures and whatnot, but just having APIs exposed to directly query that would be kind of nice. I went ahead and while you were talking about that, I'm added a minor detail to that function you mentioned. I named the parameter of it just by searching for it. And then I enabled a setting that I like to turn on the collaboration server, which is sync on save. So I can just hit Control S to save the database and also sync to the server. So I've now pushed that snapshot up to the server now. Although since it's a relatively big file and I'm running in a VM with not a lot of cores. I probably shouldn't do it too often. Oh, it is pushing my other snapshots too, apparently. 6, 5, and 7. Or maybe you were doing stuff too. Either way. So now we've got DW error code. And Peter, on your side, you could see it too, if you wanted to look at that. So.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, look at that. See?
But,
that address you sent me looks better now.
Oh. Well, let me sync.
So let's see. Yeah, originally we were talking about doing a little bit more RE and cleaning things up here. I think what, the goal is, like, we're doing these kind of RE bashes where we're just trying to use Binja to do some reverse engineering. And so there's always the balance between we find something and then we want to go fix the bug and go work on it or improve something. Oh, you found, I think this was really interesting too. You found a quirk in the PDBs and the demangling that I thought was really interesting too.
Yeah,
and by interesting, I mean super obnoxious.
Yeah, maybe I can send you a link to one of those.
Yeah, if you want to find one of those in here and we can show it.
I have it saved somewhere else.
I think you mentioned it in Slack, one of the functions that did that, so I could probably just pull that up. But while you look up the address, I can briefly describe, and you can correct me if I get it wrong.
Go. That address.
So I mean, clearly this is a pointer to something, right? It's a pointer to an 8-bit thing. So I should navigate. That doesn't look like a pointer in this memory. Wait, what's going on, man?
Yeah, so for whatever reason, the name demangling in I've only seen this in Windows kernel. It is completely brain dead.
It's wrong. It's just lying, and it's just wrong.
It's wrong.
So where do what's the easy way to get the full name here so I can verify this?
bb.get symbol at.
Okay, that's
here.
right. Yeah, it's here. So and then raw
name.
Raw name.
Oh, which there's also raw bytes now, in case someone was a jerk and put binary in your.
Oh, that's clever. A symbol name.
Yeah.
If you need to get it out, something a little more safe.
Yeah, I had to add a new C API to get that out.
Okay, so there's also
so what you can do is if you demangle, demangle ms bb.arch and then that and like this is correct. We're demangling it, and it's saying that the thing at this address is a pointer to uint8 under t.
But it sure looks like a string.
Obviously, it's an array of uint8 under t.
Yeah, or not string rather, but 8-bit values.
Right. So, but it's not consistent because you can also look for other things that are actually pointers and they'll actually be pointers.
Yeah.
And so it turns out you cannot count on the information that the demangler puts in there for the purposes of type recovery of these things, data variables in particular. I've learned more awful things about demangling and all the issues that they have.
Yeah, because you implemented both of the original demangling libraries, right? So the demangle Microsoft and demangle GCC.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone knows this, but you can select that whole block and then hit star.
Right here?
Yeah, like select from there all the way down to like the end.
Oh, like to extend it to the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
bytes afterwards? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll extend it.
Let's find out. Maybe not. I can't.
Well, yeah, just make it a int 8.
Oops, what did I just do? Oh wait, did I undo that? All right, hold on. Not unsighted. Just make it int 8.
Well, no, uint 8, but not an array.
Oh,
Sorry.
right. Sorry. Okay. I
And then
gotcha.
you can-
Right. If we just had one of them and then we checked a bunch of
Yeah.
them. I think I have to first hit 1 to make them all that size, and then I can hit star.
Yeah, 1 and then star.
Yeah. Or 2.
And you made a int, so it thinks it's like, oh, this is a string. If you make it uint, then it'll actually be shown as an array.
Oh, right. So let's see. Can you do that by hitting 1?
You
I don't know.
can
Can I hit
hit
1 again, or?
Well, you should be able to hit minus to toggle a sign. But
Let's see. Where's my undo? There we go. So I hit like 1 and then hit minus. Oh yeah, that did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I could select the whole thing and then hit the asterisk. And there we go. Yeah. So it doesn't extend. Like if I have part of it selected and add some more,
right.
which, wait, does it? Oh no, wow, that tried to make a 2-dimensional array.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not mean to do that. That's interesting. So if you select part of an existing array and part of some other bytes, it will make it a 2-dimensional array. Or maybe that's just the size I had selected.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but
yeah, that one looks a little weird, but yeah, just I do use like the select a bunch of things, hit 4 and hit star to turn them into a array of that size. I like the I forgot about the minus though. That's a good point about it.
Yeah. And then you can hit like 1, 2, 4, and 8 on that array, I think, and then it'll change the size of the elements of the array.
So I hit 1, it turned it into chars.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to select the whole thing.
Select the whole thing and then hit 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually removes the array though, unfortunately, so I'd have to go back.
Right.
Yeah. Then.
Or you can select all those individual ones and do 1, 2, 4, and 8 and change those. Pretty sure.
Right.
Keep on saying things that are inaccurate.
So like hit this and hit 4. Nope. So because it was too big? No. Yeah, it's gonna do the whole thing. Because I select this one, I hit 1,
right.
it'll replace that.
It's like selecting the entire array.
But it actually just removes the whole stuff around it too. So anyway. All right, yeah, so it turns out PDBs are liars. And you should
not PDBs.
Sorry, rather the demangling. Yeah, it's the mangled name. So it's the mangler that is either broken or incorrect. I'm curious actually, if you build your own project locally and do it like on the latest VS Code, do you get the same behavior, or is it maybe just an artifact of something that's like in an old PDB for whatever version of Win32ksys that we're analyzing that they just haven't updated? That might be an interesting test to validate that and figure out, like, maybe they fixed it since now. I mean, the solution is always workflows, but then you have to actually build it. That's the problem. So we do have, we were actually just looking, speaking of workflows, there was a recent plugin from Cam. I remember spell's last name. There we go. So Can recently posted this NT-Raise, which is an interesting it's an interesting plugin for Hexraise that I thought was going to be like, oh, this would be a perfect workflows replacement because it improves the decompilation on Hexraise. And I thought it used the microcode API, and then I went and looked at it, and it does say it's using the microcode filter API, But all it does is just add lifting for new opcodes. So you could really have done this with Binja with just an architecture extension, and you don't even have to do it for some of them that we already have.
Well, the architectures are open source, so you could make
And that's,
a PR.
for that matter, you could just add it directly to the architecture. Although for some of these, like, you wouldn't want to, right? Like, so some of these were just straight up missing lifting, but some of them, yeah, some
you
of
don't
them
necessarily want to implement CPU ID for everyone,
right? Because it won't be the same. And also, like, this is a good example. Lift. Let me make it a little bigger. It's lifting particular instructions as intrinsics, which you don't, want to do. You really only want to do that in the context of kernel analysis. So you wouldn't want to change the whole architecture there. So that's probably more the realm of a platform, or maybe even you could do it as an architecture extension that you selectively loaded, for some files. So you could say for this kernel, I want to turn on my arch extension to modify it. But anyway, so yeah, we thought workflows were a good answer, and they didn't so much. So cool. Anything you wanted to show from our kind of lessons learned, or anything interesting about this last thing?
The RE bash.
Yes. I just realized I never actually clicked order for my kids for pizza. So I'm not home tonight, and I was sending them food. So I have to do that real quick so they can eat in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So let me do that.
I'm going to have to drop off soon.
Yeah, no worries.
My kid's just getting home.
I have stuff planned. I just need to get them their food.
I found a bunch of things that are broken, but
that's always.
I'm on.
Oh, does your daughter want to talk on the stream? Because she totally would. Do you want her to? Is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, she's singing for us. All right, man.
Yep. I gotta drop off.
No worries. Thank you for joining.
Later, guys.
Good to see you.
Yep,
Everyone say bye, Peter. Bye, Peter. Peter Child. I'm not gonna name his kids on stream, but they're cute. All right. Oh, you know what? And now's a good time. Let me see. While I'm ordering pizza. Now would be a good time. Let's see if Glenn has worked up my other answer. Here's the question. This was a little bit more work. So maybe we'll take, everyone gets one guess, or they can look up the right answer and do it then. But we'll take the total number of streams. How many total Binary Ninja live streams have we had? Not counting the AV test stream. Yeah. Oh, he does have the answer. Okay, good. All right. And I'll accept including today and not including today as two separate winners. So we'll get two more people. If you want your Binja swag, you want some magnets. We got to figure out. I think you could just probably mail these in an envelope. I don't know. Maybe they don't want you mailing magnets, like you're wiping other people's credit cards as you go by. So maybe we have to figure out a special way to mail those. Let's figure that. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate it. 36. Not a bad guess. It's not a bad guess. That's a good guess. I mean, if you figure we've been doing it for over a year, and like every other week, okay, so he says current season since 2020. Okay, since 2020, number of streams is how we're judging this. 0. This is all a simulation. Josh, you would know you're not eligible anyways. Offer void and invalid for people that can walk into the office and grab as many as they want anyways. Can't get magnets. That's right. I'm waiting for the prices right. Well, so I didn't say, but you got to get plus or minus too, right? So it could be, if you could be high, it could be low. So there's no point in being just under. Oh, I like the logic there. OX20. I think we're in ASCII space. All right, so I'll let those answers keep coming in. I'm gonna finish ordering pizza. And then I'm going to continue on with the next segment. I actually plan to stream for a little bit longer tonight because I missed y'all. And let's see. Yeah, just a pepperoni pizza, please. Unable to connect. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? My children are going to starve. Maybe I can't stream for another hour. Delivery. All right. Oh, wait. I should be able to log in. Oof. Thanks, Glenn. That's a good point. If I actually had, but then I would have to know the count of the current one, and then it wouldn't be a good trivia question for people. We probably should go back and rename them. Oh wow, no, really, Papa John's is like no kidding down. It's like actually not working. Huh. Well, it sounds like I'm bringing up my kids' food on the way home then. So we're not gonna get no pizza tonight for the boys. Yep. Website's down. Okay. That's a good New Year's resolution. Maybe we'll start a new season and we'll number them for next time. So we'll call it season 2. Actually, we should. We should call it Binary Ninja Livestream season 2 episode whatever. All right. So thank you, Peter, for joining me on stream. And we wanted to play with latest enterprise update. And back to decompile to C though. Absolutely 001, of course. Well, if we do number yearly, I don't think we're ever going to exceed 2 digits. I think that'd be pretty safe. If we have seasons, if we actually have seasons, then we, I am unlikely to do more than double digit per year. So we could do season 2 starting 2022. It's appropriate. 2022 would be season 2. I'm saying, do we see the right answer? We've been really close. I see one of the answers. It's been very close. So we might we'll go closest guess. None of this Price is Right business. Like just you got to be under it, but I do see some close ones. Or one in particular is it's closer. Season 17, episode 3 or 2. We could number them with like episode and season number in the same number, right? So I don't know how that works. All right, I'm not a TV person. So, although come find me afterwards talk about the Wheel of Time TV show on my own time, because I'm a big Wheel of Time fan, so I have thoughts. Let's see, what was I doing? I was coming over to, where is it? Here it is. This was the decompile to C, display as C representation. And I know there is now an API, and I have asked about this, and so if I can remember, it is, let me see, where did that snippet go? I know there is a line of code to be able to trigger this from the API. I just got to get, there it is. Wait, is this it? There we go. So let's try this. So I think if we try this, so this will actually just dump the whole thing. Non-printable index character. Which one was that? Oh, there's something weird with the function name up top. But that's pretty good though. Actually, we probably can just, oops, get rid of the error that way. No, it really doesn't like that. Something in this function. Well, if we're writing to a file, that wouldn't be an issue. Let me figure out which one is causing that. But all right. So anyway, my goal for the day. Oh, and I meant to grab my existing source code and copy it over. But my goal for the day now is, if y'all want to hang with me and watch it, you don't have to by any stretch, but I'm going to work on a new plugin for semgrep. So if y'all are not familiar with semgrep, it is a nifty source code parsing query. Like it's like what it sounds like, right? Semantic grep. So it's static source code analysis, but it's not as fancy as like a code QL, right? Which requires like a large amount of infrastructure, but it's really powerful with the amount of like querying. But you got to like learn this whole language to reason over and query it. This is meant to be real fast like grep, but still do some kind of nifty tricks. And they even have like a little online playground thing, which is really nifty. So you can see some language and actually write and then change. You can do like replacements. So you can be like, here's a pattern, and you'll notice you just say there's an old print function, and the autofix is change it instead to this logging function. So the old print function was apparently called old p in this case, and they've got, new line spaces. You don't have to know the syntax of what makes the fact that this is valid Python versus is this or is this not valid Python. But you can still just run the code and have it replace that function, even if you've made these changes, right? So it's like, oh, look, I found this thing, and I changed their example template. I want to apply the fix. And so you can use this to rewrite code, and it actually does have some data flow stuff internally. And like, you're doing things like replacing variables, like no matter what the arguments are, you could say like this argument is fixed, and I want to say like this argument is 5, right? So I want to find me all the times where write is called with or one is the file descriptor, and I don't care what the second one is, right? So I want to find those calls. And so even if one came from setting some other variable up earlier, like they do actually have some context and some data flow internally. But again, they're focused on like speed and performance, and you don't have to like have a fully buildable system, which is actually pretty important. Because if you work with a lot of weird code bases, like getting the build system up and going can be sometimes as much work as like actually like, analyzing the thing and reversing it. Like it can be just a real pain. And so it's super nice that semgrep can work on snippets of code, on little standalone pieces of it, on as much or as little as you have. You don't have to integrate with a whole build system. So very nice. And they're rolling out. You'll see here there's C and C++ support, right? I like that they've got some examples here. So I don't know if they have. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here's I was already on that. Let's see, do we have examples in? I don't know if they have any C examples yet or not. Oops, I scrolled too far. Examples. Yeah, so I don't think they currently have Python call this before that. That looks like Java. It is Java. Oh, this is pretty neat. So let's try this. This is kind of cool. Can we just? I think we can just type in here, right? So def test fn key id key s3 equals b3 dot client s3. We're gonna call this id key. I wonder if this will work, right? So I can make test function, which is perfectly safe. So let's see if I just run this. My test one should not trigger it, right? Yeah, it doesn't because it's not a constant. Oh no, actually it doesn't because it's looking for. Oh yeah, no, I think that's right. Any kind of access where KD is that. But if I now do it, so both of these triggered it. But does it work if I do like test fn some const, some other const? This would be kind of magic if this catches both of these. I don't know if it does this or not. Sorry, I'm getting like nerd sniped here, but I'm actually really curious. Yeah. So Ninja comments that the last time they tried semgrep with C, it left much to be desired. And it is, I mean, they do label it as experimental. Actually, let me just verify. Oh, wait, v3 client. I don't think it mattered that wasn't S3. Based on the query, it should have been fine. But yeah, so actually having talked to those folks, they definitely did still, at least as of a few weeks ago when we were talking to them, they were definitely considering it a little bit more experimental, and that's actually part of why we were interested in integrating Binja, because I thought it'd be really neat to have so part of the reason we worked on. Also, I have a soft spot in my heart for anything that uses lots of memory, because Binja, of course, is very much a memory hog. So that seemed appropriate. B3.client is still not triggering, is it? Hold on. Code is it because I've done it on multi-line? It might have been because it was multi-line. Yeah, anyway, so I am very much not a semgrep expert, right? I have, oh, here we go. They've got explanations here how you can do more of this stuff. So I should actually read the docs. But for now, like my main goal is, and the thing that I kind of want to work on next is, so WEGGLI. Oh, that's right. I have seen that Project Zero's search as well. Yeah, I have. I thought that was kind of neat too. Yeah, and I think this one, yeah, this one was particular focused on C++ support, which is nice. And I think it also does not require compilation, right? Like not having to actually the system build is super nice. But yeah, I love, so we love this idea, and we've been thinking about internally, like how would we build query stuff like this for Binary Ninja on top of like the IL. And I know a lot of people have, I mean, we've even written things that do this, and plenty of people have been building things that use Binary Ninja ILs to find vulnerabilities in a similar kind of pattern matching sort of way. But right now, it's not like you write a query language, just like you write some code and you actually iterate and walk over IL. So yeah, I'm really interested in, yeah, I mean, Jordan was, I think, really one of the first, if not the first. But I love this trend, and I love the idea of doing more of this. So this is why, and let me see if I have my see. See, I started the bare bones of a Binary Ninja SemGrep plugin, and I'm gonna actually pull my chair up for this. So I want to sit down and code with y'all. So anybody wants to hang around and watch me work on this plugin, that's what we're gonna do for a little bit this evening. Although, yeah, my kids will be fine. They eat late. Let me text them, at least let them know pizza's not coming because the website's down. See what they say. All right. Sorry about that. It's always about feeding the kids. Okay, so yeah, my goal is to let's see. Let's throw that on there. All right, so now StemGrep plugin. All right, so let's go to Binary Ninja. Oops. And let's see. I literally don't remember. I was starting to work on this plugin. I had planned to finish a little more. I know, Fox, right? It's like Pizza Friday. That's been our tradition. Let me try one more time. Just one more time. If I can get pizza for them, make it Pizza Friday. Unable to connect. Yeah, hold on. Is it just my laptop? Can I get to Papa John's? Is their website down? Ooh, wow, that's not a good look. Oh, there we go. Okay, it worked that time. Let's see. Can I log in? Does anybody else have traditions of like food on a particular day? And for the record, we don't always do pizza on Fridays, but it is like the day that we tend to do it. I just remember, like, as a kid, we had a weird one. We would eat shish kebabs on New Year's. I don't know why. Oh, okay, I can order pizza online. All right. Pepperoni pizza, large, to pay way more than the pickup price, but the kids will eat. Add to order. Yes. Traditional Swedish tacos. Okay, I gotta know. What are on your Swedish tacos? Except I got changed from carryout to delivery. All right, get my address in there. Food truck Fridays. Is that like a lunch thing, I assume, like at work or something? Yeah, food trucks. Oof, there's some really good food trucks depending on where you're at. In Melbourne, there's actually even a couple of good food trucks. You'd be surprised in the middle of like kind of podunk Melbourne, Florida. There are actually pretty decent food trucks. So did I already add that one? I already had that. I got my pizza set to delivery. All right. So let's do this. Okay. And now let's check out. I have Papa Dough, but we're just gonna check out. Okay. Checkout or Visa checkout. We'll just do regular checkout. Delivery fee, that's fine. Checkout. I mean, Taco Tuesday. We actually do Taco Tuesdays occasionally, just because it's too good of a thing not to. But all right, good. The kids will eat once I put the credit card information in. Oh, does it have my credit card in here? It has an old credit card in here that will not work anymore. There's a credit card. And I copied and pasted from my password manager so no one can get it through keystroke sounding. Because I know that's really why people are tuning into the stream. It is amazing to me how many streamers don't realize things they need to anonymize. Which, speaking of which, I'm going to turn off that because I leaked the stream password for... Oh, no, I can't yet. That's fine. That's my desktop. Yeah, somebody can hijack the stream if they... Well, they can't really hijack it, but they could cause trouble. Because of the things I was flipping to earlier when I got Peter working. I was curious if anybody was going to call me out on stream. I'd do that. But anyways, it's interesting. Exactly. You can't even get CVV. All that stuff, copy and paste. It's all copy and paste. You can get my zip code, but you could do that with a public record search, so it doesn't really buy anything. All right, and review, delivery fee, do that. $17, are you kidding me? That's with a coupon code. $7 for one large pizza. Rip off. $8 carryouts are where it's at. That's the usual thing we do. All right, pizza's ordered. Thank you for hanging with me. Just regular hard shell. See, I go for the softs. I'm not a huge fan of hard shell tacos. Hard shell tacos, or I either like big old flour ones wrapped up like like burrito style tortillas, or the really small, like tiny little ones like street taco style. But I like them soft no matter what I get. Okay. So we've got some code that will dump out a function, and actually we probably could modify that. So let's go over to here and cd, we call it subgraph, and we need to actually rename this. So I've got some. So let's look in Vim here, and yeah, to do. Oh, that's do release. That's the old one. I don't want that. Actually, there's a new version of that one. That's also old. So here is, actually, I think I started by taking snippets because that had some of the same kind of UI stuff. In fact, you can even see my snippets code here. But, no, wait a minute. I know hold on. I might actually have this on a different laptop. It still says snippets. I had a newer change that's on a different machine. Apologies. Let me go run and grab it real quick. That's, I think, on my other laptop. Or I just didn't make as much progress as I thought I had. One of the two. Let's see here. Yep, nope. I thought I had another copy if I did it somewhere else, so we can do it all from here. All right, so let's, that's not helpful. And part of the reason that I'm basing this on snippets is because I wanted to be able to use that Q code editor. So Binary Ninja, actually don't have snippets enabled here. Snippets enable. Oh, I need no, what was the pigments? Which version? Pip install pip 3. 3? Oh. No wonder. That's the one you can get the acoustics off of. Get my password on the VM that I only use for streaming. So let's see, pip3 install pigments. Probably actually will auto install now that I did that. I probably didn't even need to do that, but so go ahead and install it anyways. And then I'm actually going to remove that because I haven't changed enough. It'll still basically be duplicating snippets. So restart Binja. Don't need to save anything. All right, and now snippets. So this editor, I gotta remember the hotkey for my tiling window manager. Oh no, there it is. Wait. I mean, that'll work. It's resizing it, but you know, it gets it on screen. Okay, so yeah, it's a modal dialogues don't work great with this window manager, but the idea is that on the snippet editor, you've already got a code editor. So for letting people like do chunks of like queries or whatever that you would get with SemGrep, I wanted to be able to have that already handy. So like people write their queries and stuff. I thought it might be nice if we could get like an actual little code editor with line numbers and things. So I was just going to reuse that. All right, so first let's do like a really minimum. I actually think that what I'm going to do is, let's just call this, let's call it SemGrep because it's only the Binja plugin. It's a UI plugin, and it's just going to support Python 3. We'll change that once Peter figures out a new language that he likes. And we're going to just copy the language from that. MIT license, we're going to put 2021, all is 2022. And we're going to have the same requirements, so that's actually kind of handy. So let's make this 1.0. Make this 2846. That's actually not true at all. It's going to be much, in fact, actually, it'll be much higher than that. Let's pick, so the current dev is something like, yeah, 3120. So let's pretend this will land on 3130. Or let's say 3120 for now. So you have to have the latest dev whenever this representation for C. So I won't push the plugin until the C code lands, so that people can use it. So that's our SemGrep plugin. And I'm going to actually nuke the README. And cat requirements, that should already be correct. Oh, hey, I did one thing. I added the requirements. Okay, so you need SemGrep greater than 0.7. So let's actually try to install, I think SemGrep's recommended installation. Let's follow the directions, but I believe it's in pip. And I think that's how they recommend you install it. Yeah, that is. Word of warning, the Mac OS M1 version won't work. In fact, even the Mac OS, at one point, the pip version installed an elf binder. I think they fixed that one though. I put that one out a little while ago, so I'm sure it's gotten fixed. So we're gonna install the semgrep Python 3. And so now we can see, can we use semgrep? Actually, so yeah, thank you, find. There we go. So let's add .local/bin. Export path equals no, v35 .local bin. And now semgrep. Cool. Okay, so we have semgrep installed. It's in our path once we restart all of our shells. And let's see what we got now. Okay. So we can cancel the snippets editor. Go back to where did I put my code? Code lives on. Oh, I killed my terminal, which is fine. Let's actually use VS Code. So speaking of code, I have VS Code, right? Oh, I may not on this machine actually. Yeah. So what is the? Yeah. So I had to rebuild my Streambox a couple weeks ago when it just completely died on me. Download a dev file. Sure, that works. Just not archive manager. Why would they make archive manager the default? Does the MIME type show it as a? Really? Is it just gonna like, yeah, why would you do that? Oh, come on. Ubuntu, really? Sudo debug-i code. Get those passwords in. All right, look at this. I get to kids to get pizza. I'm not a terrible dad. I still get to hang out and stream. This is good. This is good. And if I'm lucky, there'll be pizza left for me when I get home. We'll see. And I think we're watching Christmas movies tonight too. So movie night usually after as well. All right, so let's see, code. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is a new. I haven't tried this. Yeah. Let's go high contrast because oh no, let's not. See you, Ryan. Thanks for chilling. Congrats. Hey, don't forget to send that email for the magnets. As well as I forget who else got the other one. Oh, and I don't know, have we had a specific winner? I don't think we've had a specific winner, so I'm gonna call it now as I think, yeah, GameMind. I think you were correct because the correct number, you were the closest to correct. You were only one off. If you count this stream, we're at 31. And if you don't count this one, we've done 30 previous streams. So 32, Hex 20 was the winning one. Go ahead and send an email as well. And as long as we only get one email for each correct winner by tomorrow, then we'll be done. If someone else tries to hop on and send a fake email, then we have to disambiguate, figure out who's who. So if you're good at cheat, you just slow things down. All right, that's our look. I don't want to sync anything. What's one shortcut to answer everything? Oh, that's so cool. See, they like the command palette too, and they're right. The command palette. Okay, yeah, you thought the same thing, David. I know. It's like, oh, like high contrast seems real. Ooh, I don't know. That's a little contrasty. And that kind of hurts my eyes. You can also see my whole screen light up. Yeah, light's a little bright. Normally I thought I liked the bright theme, but. So GameMind, email prize@vector35 and say, I'm GameMind. I want some magnets. Send to me, please. And we'll coordinate with you and get your address and mail you your winning magnets. We have the other magnet is actually this one. This is not the magnet, this is the sticker form, but they're the same size, same ones as the stickers. I mean, if you would have gotten 40 accounts on here and pasted 40 correct values in time, I would have, you would have definitely increased your odds of winning, but it's a little late for that now. All of the votes are in, the votes have been cast. And actually, I think so. Yeah, GameMine was 32. Eric was 33. So Eric as well. Winning magnets for you too. I'll give 2 for each. So 4 lucky winners got the magnet. No, I don't have to stream 40 times. No, the question was making 40 accounts. Like to like log into chat to like paste the message over and over. Not, I don't think to make extra streams, live streams going at the same time. Okay, so we're not gonna sync. I love that they advertise the command palette. They are right. It is amazing. Can you do it right from here? They tell you to do it. View toggle. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but thanks. Okay, rich support for all my languages. Yeah, I need to get. Oh, that's a new one too. This is really cool because I haven't seen their onboarding experience in a while, and we shamelessly borrow lots of UI design stuff from VS Code because I'm a big fan of how they do a lot of things. And I'm gonna go grab Python and C and C++. And I think that's probably all I need. Yeah, I don't think, well, I guess, okay, fine, I'll install Rust. Only because we do have some Binja components that are, can I click install on some of them? Some of them it just, Python, C and C++, did I put that? Yeah, I did. Okay, they're installed. Cool. All right, so that's the language extensions. And then there is a Rust API. There's already a Rust API for Binja. We're way ahead of you there. That's why I said I'll install it. I haven't used it before, but it's there. And it's maybe not super mature, which is why there's the giant warning sign, like beware. And actually, I think we can update this. Don't we follow, or are we still pinned on that Rest stable? I don't know. Yeah, Joe's experienced it. Sort of usable is a good summary. Like it's there. It's sort of usable. We've implemented a there's an architecture, a RISC-V architecture that's implemented in it that we really need to publish and actually get out there. Hopefully that'll be soon. I don't know if we have a specific time on it, but yeah, there's an API. It is focused primarily on lifting right now and a new for new architectures. But oh man, our graphic designer, no. It is a dude on Fiverr, and he is amazing. Like hands down. He did just take me a little extra time to get my latest graphics, but I am gonna let me show you this, another little sneak peek for the stream. Oh wait, I can't do it very easily because of the way that I'm sharing now. How could I do this? It's just that VM. I know I can copy the files in. Let's do that. So let's do cd all right, there we go. Okay. The binary ninja copy to. Okay. So I think if this worked right, and if I do this correctly, wait, which one's going where? Where we go? Where we going? One of these is extra, so we're gonna kill this. File manager. Can I go? I have the binary ninja. Oh yeah, so these are some unreleased Bingy graphics here too. So this is some new stuff. So we haven't shown all of these. So Ryan saw these when he chose his tattoo. The dragon one is for an upcoming blog post where I talk about Ghidra's performance for automated processing. So yeah, these have not all been used publicly, but we have fantastic stuff. All right. But the cool part is Team Bingy. Team Bingy, I'm so excited about, and there's more coming as well too. Team Bingy includes a whole new cast of characters, and I am inordinately excited about this. It is silly, but it's also like for collaboration. We need to be working together. So the team is going to be doing some. That looks kind of flat colors over here for some reason. Oh, it's funny on stream. Ironically, it looks it's kind of washed out. It doesn't look very red. My color balance here is not great. You know what? We've been needing a new name. For the we do need names. We need to actually run we'll probably run like a Twitter poll or something. So get your suggestions in now if you have ideas, because this one has been called Talon. All right, wait here, hold on. So this is of course just class Benji. We've got Shiba Inu, you know, I don't know, Doji. I don't want to name him after Dogecoin. That's just anything that reeks of crypto, I just can't. Yeah, the big guy I've been calling the General. We don't really have a name for him yet. There's Shibenji. And then there's this is actually a robot Benji, right? So he's part robot or like bionic, or actually he or they, or we haven't decided. Yes, Talon. So Talon, I believe, is going to be, it's going too fast. Has a robotic arm under here. You can't see it. And then I kind of want to make one eye, like actually like red and glowing, or robot eye. NFTs, ETA win. Anyway, there's more coming. We've got some more artwork coming from our designer with some more Team Benji things. But Shibenji and Shiba Inji, that's way too close. You could not distinguish those. Yeah, Shiba and Shibin, yeah, Shibenji, Shiba Inji. Shiba Ninja? I don't know. Shiba Ninja isn't bad. Maybe get that. I don't know. We've been discussing it, but I'm so psyched. I love Team Benji. Yeah, there we go. There you can see the arm there on this one. That's better. See, exactly. I do all the special stuff for my stream people. We're like, look, we're a small little community. There's 9 of us here, and probably 8 are Vector 35 employees. So that's not true. There's a few more than that even chatting, but just a couple of Vector folks. All right. Sorry, back on task. But yes, I love my graphic designer. Their work is amazing, and we're gonna mark all of these as done. Actually, let's pick a folder, and we're gonna have semgrep as the folder. Yes, I do trust the authors of this code, since is me. I am the author. Beats Aring firmware. I mean, for me, there are some people, you know what? If you watch some of the other people in the company, RE firmware, they would make it far more entertaining than looking at Benji's. They're fantastic. But for me, I am less of that. So y'all probably would not. All right, so we got plugin, right? Yep. That looks good. And should be still MIT, except probably, yep. Oh, I do need to, you notice me. I need to add my Vim. Do I really want to install new Vim? I do, though. I really do. I already have it installed, so I should just be able to. Wait, there's 2 now? Why would someone else make a new one that's like a spoof the other one? Yeah, that's clearly the right one, though. Okay. Extension is enabled. And we go back to our files. Don't need to mess with any of that. Yeah, so we're really just going to go. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, so yeah, when I clarify my own code, I mean, I'm okay letting VS Code do all of the sensitive stuff that you can get owned with parsing on level of trust in my own code. I don't expect it to work, but I'm at least willing to. Oh, yes, and to answer your question, Joe, we do have an updated timeline. I believe it's currently updated in the release date, January 19th. So yeah. So we definitely slipped 3.0. This is a big change from what we did. Some other ones we've just shipped with if we were missing a feature, but we're really waiting on. If you look at just the open, and a lot of these are either already done or already in progress. Again, yeah, actually, we already talked about how Deep.c is essentially done and waiting review. The real thing is the UI stuff. So you'll notice earlier when I was fiddling, you may have noticed earlier I was fiddling with the chat on the enterprise server. It was a dock widget, and I brought it like over to the side. Dock widgets are still kind of not, they're a little weird. And so all the integrated stuff, all the plugins needs to not be a dock widget. Oh, I do have like another test snippet branch too, where it's using this sidebar panel for snippets. So I think it'll be cool when snippets are here. You can edit code over here, or still kind of figuring out exactly how that's going to work. But yeah, so the big thing holding back 3.0 though was splitting the views and synchronizing views between like linear. So you'll have all forms of, like, at least the plan is you'll have all forms of linear and graph, all the different ILs, disassembly, split to do panes. You can have like 4 things up, you can have side by side, top and bottom. And it's going to be kind of more of this like pane approach. Like you can split a pane to the right, and then you can synchronize or not synchronize them all. So that's the last real big feature. A lot of the other 3.0 stuff, except for a few bug fixes, is basically done. Like all these things we've tagged as 3.0. Probably don't need it. My back mouse button doesn't work. And actually, like, analysis passes, that's workflows. That's in. There's, I think, some more work and documentation stuff, but like that's basically done. Cough support, I think, already landed. Actually, I think that didn't it land, or maybe not. Somebody can correct me. Yeah, there's actually a lot of these are already. Oh, the debugger. Yeah, so debugger is a good one where I think it's going to be done in time, but it might not. That might actually ship afterwards. So there's a few other ones that, while we'd like to have them, we're willing to ship without. But there's not a whole lot left. Also, this add welcome onboarding workflow is part of why I was commenting and going through the VS Code one. I wanted to see what their workflow was. Yeah, this looks really like washed out color-wise to me. Like I'm okay with it. I kind of like that, but I feel like some color profile somewhere is. Oops. Wait, why is this not? Why are you not? Oh yeah, wrong one. Don't save. Why are you not new vimming? Do I have to restart? I might have to restart. Okay, so let's code. Man, I don't Linux daily drive, but every time I use it in my VM, I'm reminded how fast it is, and it tempts me back. It really does, but never enough that I can quite drink the Kool-Aid. That's fine. I didn't set that. Oh, that's why. New Vim needs to be configured. Yes, I would like to do this, please. Settings. I don't remember having to do this before, but Darwin. Oh, no, Linux. Yeah. Yes, that example. Yes, the example is correct. Well, then default to it. Man, don't make me do that. And why do you? I don't know. I don't know where my in. Is that enough? Let's try it. All right, so let's edit this and let's see. This extension requires NeoVim with 0.5 nightly or greater. Okay, so yeah, sudo apt search NeoVim. I think that's what I've installed now. See, I said earlier. That maybe I shouldn't go through this trouble, but it'll be better in the end. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't mind seeing me. Windows, Homebrew, Linux. Oh, app image? No. No. Arch. Rux. I bet there's a whatchamacallit on Ubuntu. Wow. I don't want that. I want the PPA. Yeah, the PPA is going to be newer. The stable PPA should be totally fine. That was it. That was fast. Okay. add the repo, do the updates. I think I've already got these. It's going to be locked, but I'll wait till it's done. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They just made them dependencies. So oh, I typoed it. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, so that got me that. And now back to Binja. Or back to VS Code, rather. All right. Okay, no more error about any of them. J. J does the thing. Good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is rip out all of this code so that it just doesn't actually run anything. Yeah, I originally had some code in here for snippets that's really not necessary anymore. So we're going to first, let's make this 7grep. 7grep. Actually, let's just nuke this one. I don't think we need any settings right now. And also, I always enjoy watching other people, although that was a mistake. I enjoy watching other people and learning new things about the workflows. If you guys have suggestions for me on how to improve my workflow, tools, whatever stuff, I always like hearing that. So feel free to chime in. All right. I'm not going to need basically any of this because it's all snippet specific stuff. Yep. All right. So the Q dialog I'm still going to leave in. I'm not going to use it yet, but I'm going to want it. Didn't I already remove? There we go. Okay, so this, yeah, this class method registrar globals was being used before, but just going to kill that. And yeah, you were right, Ninja. Have I heard about Sea Lion? The Church of Sea Lion, you mean? This is a common refrain in our office. There are some proselytizers who have been trying to convince people to switch to Sea Lion, and I'm not convinced. It took me a while to even switch from Vim. Actually, I kind of haven't switched from Vim. I'm kind of back to it because there's a new thing while we're at it called Lunar Vim, which is like Spacemax. It's very clearly Spacemax inspired. It's literally just like, let's just do some nice settings and config for you. And it includes like that thing right there. The little pop-up and like the sort of semantic labeling and things was my favorite thing from Spacemax. Spacemax was Emacs with a bunch of configuration layers to let you use Vim for modal editing and Vim movements and hotkeys and stuff, but wrapped around Emacs. And Emacs has a bunch of amazing stuff. It was just single threaded and would just too often just die and hang while stuff was happening. So 7grep query. Oh, I did get rid of launch plugin, didn't I? That's fine. I'm just going to make a new. Yeah, I don't even know that these need to be UI actions. Really, probably just register. Do I import register? No, binary ninja .plugin. Actually, wait, where is Binja? Give me a Binja. Really? Okay. Wait, it's running. Oh no, Windows 5. I found it. Okay. Plugin command. Register. Just register. That's what I want. 2, 4. 4 and 5. Sorry. I really should be more consistent about. So, register, that takes a couple of arguments. Oh, wait, does it tell me this? I need to, let's see. Yeah, okay, that's why. CD, so I'm currently working on Binary Ninja test branch. And so I want to run Python 3 scripts, install the API. So add it to my path. And then I'll spell it right. Yeah, okay, so given that, let's restart Binja. Yeah, you can with the right stuff, Fox, you can make them very IDE-like. It's just I like it. I feel like it's easier to do that in VS Code. But oh, GitHub Copilot. Yeah, I've heard some crazy nice things about GitHub Copilot. In fact, I'm still waiting. I applied to be in the program, and I am already in the wait list. Oh, I'm not logged in now. I'm not gonna bother logging in right now. Ooh, NeoVim snippet editor. If Ninja, if somebody else has already done the Qt side of that, because even the current Qt code editor is kind of a shameless. Well, I mean, I give credit and link to the source code, but I pulled together a couple different previous code projects and examples because I'm not super great at Qt. But if somebody's got a NeoVim Qt text edit, what's the Qt dialog? The text dialog. I don't want Qt creator. I want a Q text edit NeoVim. I'm sorry, I'm easily distracted, but I'm really curious about this. I mean, this might, so Qt creator is kind of a weird. Yeah, that's really just, wow, that, man, that animated image, there are way better ways to get better GIF animations that are smaller than whatever compression they used. Like that is, unless that's a 30-minute video. Yeah, that's actually like NeoVim for Qt Creator. Not quite what I want. Anyway, all I'm saying is if somebody else has got bits of it, I would be very, very curious. But nothing stands out offhand. All right. So, but oh yeah, we started this. So plugin command. Plug. Wait, did I restart? Hold on. I don't think I did. I don't believe I did. Command. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Register. And so the key thing here is even if you're on a personal license, you can import Binary Ninja. You can't do the stuff because you don't have a headless license, but you can import it and you can walk the classes and get all this stuff. And that's what all of the code completion tools will use. If you have Binary Ninja in your path, which is why I ran that install API script. So once you've got Binja in your path, it will let you do the completion stuff that I was just doing here. So this is what I wanted, right? I wanted to be able to have the help docs for this API. So it's the name, the description, and then the action, right? So the name is semgrep query binary using semgrep. I don't like my case there. Launch semgrep. And actually, it's just a single function. Okay, so we're going to nuke all of that stuff, right? So that actually, among other things, should let our yeah. I want to just want to see if I think I can just change. There we go. I'm just gonna change this to semgrep, even though it's not there yet. Just so now I can actually kind of iteratively work on this, right? So I can load Binja, I can link the plugin. Binja plugin, semgrep. So this is kind of my workflow is I'll symlink it into my user plugin folder. And now if I restart it, actually I'm gonna get an error because I didn't actually make that function. I realized right as I restart. Yeah, no kidding. Not defined, is it? Actually, let's move these lower so that this is easier to. Oops. Wait. I moved it to 2. Okay, so there we go. So 3 is Binja and 4 is source. That works. Okay, so 4. We're gonna add our def launch some grep. We're gonna take a binary view. No, that was not right. Thank you for trying to predict that. Sorry, I'm behind y'all. I just noticed this. Fox, you can set up the yank to clipboard. It's just a little bit of a pain, and you can have it combined with your native clipboard, where yank will actually go to your system clipboard. I just don't like it that way. I'm used to having separate ones, but it's kind of handy. So, yeah, y'all are talking about getting Binja Copilot. It's called Binary Ninja Sidekick, and it's a thing. And I've showed it off here on stream, and it does exactly that kind of stuff. It absolutely can give you names and has a variety of different ways that it works. But that's a real thing. Yeah, I need to do more of that. But I think Xeris, you raise a very good question and one we've been thinking a lot. Like, how correct does it have to be useful, right? Like, nothing's perfect, so like it doesn't have to be 100% correct, but it probably has to be better than 50% correct, right? Or maybe does it have the ability to like include confidence in its output? Yeah, it's an interesting question, and I think from looking at it, Copilot, I think Sidekick is gonna do that, but we will see. We got to work on that. All right, so right now we're just gonna do. I think I have log already imported, right? Yeah, log error, log debug. Here I'm in your BV grep in your sense. Okay. What? Did I not leave? Okay. So let's see if the plugin loads. No. Launch, did I spell it wrong? Launch sem rep. Oof. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Command F3, right? Or is it, Command 3. Wow. Restart Binja. Yeah, that's right, Eric. It not only groups stuff, but it actually does some of the other things too. It names things, it can create structures, it adds, it does a whole bunch of different things. But they're all kind of being branded right now, Binary Ninja Sidekick. And it includes a bunch of magic machine learning. Some of it's less machine learning and a little more straightforward stuff, but yeah. The grouping is just one of its tricks. All right, so let's go back to the log and yeah, it's log debug when I didn't launch with debug, so I could change the debug level, but I'm not going to bother. It doesn't matter. Okay, the whole point is now let's take that other snippet, which I pulled in earlier. Oh, I did get another suggestion from one of the Vectorites who mentioned that Binji Inu, because Inu is the word for dog in Japanese. So Shiba Inu is, I guess, like a Shiba dog. So Binji Inu would be the correct. I like that. Binji Inu. Binji Inu, Shibinji, Talon, the general, Binji. Shibinji, I'm not a huge fan of the name of. I think she needs a real name. But I just hit my stool, excuse me, while I get short for a second. All right. Fiddling with my feet and I kicked my the lever. All right. Let's go back and get that code. Okay. Oh, I think I copied the wrong two. This prints the whole file with function signatures. Ooh. Oh, I don't know if let's see. Binja defs. I don't know if we'll need Binja defs. I don't think we do. I don't know. Yeah, so I think there's, I actually probably could just go look at the test, the commit real quick. I could if I was logged in. I'm not, so I'm not gonna do that right now. So I've got this little snippet of code here, which is just Control V. Okay. So this is gonna dump. Yeah, it's just gonna write all of the source code or all of the, and you'll notice that this little snippet will actually set that scoping style. So kind of what Peter was mentioning earlier, that you have to do this. Even if my settings don't do it, this little script will change it for me automatically. All right. Number of question marks is confidence. Yeah, we actually do have a couple places where confidence gets used and shows up in color, which is kind of subtle and I think is neat, but we need to expose it more places. There actually is this confidence value built into Binja core. It's just not really obvious yet and not exposed. But oh yeah, we got our bruh and our bruh too. So this is gonna just dump us out the data to a file. So we can write this. We're gonna call this. Let's do it this way though. Instead of print line, we're gonna do. Do we want to make it a generator? Do we really care? Or are we just gonna, now let's just have this write to a file. Let's see, save C to file. Right? Let's take this function out here. Oh no, actually it's the other way around. This one is, let's see. C source. So that's gonna, and we're gonna do, but this one, and we'll do lines plus equals line. Do I need to add new lines or are the new lines here? I feel like now if it's print, it's not gonna add, so we'll add a new line. Lines plus equals new line. And bro2 and bro. Yeah, so I think this is gonna do the variable stuff for us. Not sure. I don't totally follow it. I'm not gonna worry about it for now. We're just gonna see if it works and trust it, and we'll go from there. So lines plus equals line. All right, so this is gonna return a string. And so then we're gonna make def C to file. And we'll give it a file name. And we're going to for, also I see, with open file name. Let's see, we're gonna do just write. We probably want to just overwrite it, right? We don't want to append or let's just truncate it. Yeah, so let's just do write. Open it for writing as f. We're gonna do for fn in view.functions. So this is also where to do output binge defs.h to output. We could actually do as an include, or we can just do it straight there for fn and view.functions. F.write C source fn. You can see we have different people wrote this code because of the different naming conventions. Fn or func kind of being a little inconsistent, but this is a quick proof of concept. So for fn and view.functions, write it, and that'll close on its own. Yeah, we could add. This is not intentionally. Yeah, the indenting is going to come normally. Also, why is this yelling at me? Is that because there's a space there? Yeah, there's a space there. Okay. Oh, but yeah, that's it. Okay, I mean, I think that's fine. We can do a new line if we want. I don't think we need that. So that will add this. And now let's have our dummy plugin now. I think we have everything we need to actually just put these up here. Let's just add a really simple thing. All the plugin's gonna do now is it's going to do. Do I have interaction? No, I do not. So from binary ninja dot interaction import. Give me a list. Are you gonna give me a list? You're not gonna give me a list, so you give me a list. Interaction. What do I want? I really just want the import star. Let's do that. So because I want get save or no, yeah, get save file name input. So import star. I think I can do that in a from, right? Sure. Let's assume we can. Output equals get save file name input. And that's going to take a string. So yeah, actually, let's just call this, let's make this a new function called. Well, no, that's fine. We'll do it all later. Get the input. So we'll get the file name. And I think I can give it an extension, which get save. Does that even get used? I thought that's only on the get load file name, right? Get open, so get open file name, the extension matters because it will filter it. We really don't want an extension here. And the default name though, default name is not bad. Let's do output.c. Actually, I don't know if I've used that before. Okay, so how does hit that hotkey? I'm hitting, by the way, Command W instead of Control W, because that's the hotkey from my Mac that I hit a lot. All right, so output, and I already have OS imported. Yeah, I have a lot of imports just left over from that. So OS that is not is OS dot. There is a file. Where's it? Sys. That is a TTY. It's got to be a different one. Oh, that's because your completion is bad. You should feel bad. OS dot it. No, it really is the only one. Okay. Python is file readable. Writable. Actually, I want this to be writable. There's one in OS, somewhere in the OS module. No. There's another one. No, I don't like this. There's a different one. What am I thinking of? Fine. I'm not going to worry about it for now. Let's just go straight into it and do C to file. Oh, and I'm going to need, I forgot about this. Because I'm in the plugin, I actually need to pass in the binary view as well. Because I'm going to get it on my semgrep here. So we're going to pass in the view. And output is our file name. I feel like it's missing it. I might be just hitting it faster. And then the C source is also going to need the binary view. So let's make sure we pass that in. Yeah, we could do some global shenanigans, but I mean, I do use Python, but I'm not that bad. Like, I have some self-respect, right? So that might just save a file to disk. So let's try it. Let's load our new plugin and load our new file and semgrep. Yeah. If this works the first time, cross your fingers. Nope. All right, we got some error. Okay. Whew. Oh, right. That's bad code. That is not that. Hold on, what did I hit wrong? Several things. Control W doesn't want to close that tab. Control W doesn't want to close that tab. Command 3. Restart. All right, well, good. I got at least one of the bugs out of the way. I feel if there's no bugs, it's just like, oh man, that just means I haven't found them all, so who knows? That's cool. That's real cool. It asked you if you want to replace it. I didn't realize the save thing would already do that for you. All right. Oh, this is fair. This is an import we're missing. Yeah, exactly. If it works the first time, either I wrote it off camera and cheated and I'm copying it by the monitor. I'm not saying I'm not above that. I've done that before. Or, and even then I'm more likely to have errors. Copy my own code. Or there's still bugs and we just haven't found them. That's the, okay, so linear disassembly is the other one I need to import. Oh, disassembly option. I should just listen to this, right? Disassembly, yeah, option. And what was the other one? Interaction, no. Linear disassembly. Honestly, I should probably just nuke all these because I'm going to get rid of, well, yeah. So settings I want, log I want. I'm not making this a back. I probably should. I'm going to leave that in there. User plugin path I don't think I need. Oh, I do need, let's see, sys. I don't need codecs. I don't need name tuple. I do want UI. I do want OS. Let's hope we don't have to use regular expressions because then we'll have two problems. Probably gonna use sys. Let's do import temp file. We're actually, oh, yeah, so our real version, we're actually gonna use temp file. And there is some nice, I remember seeing that I like the temp file APIs a lot. Yeah, with temporary temp file as FP, it's kind of nice. So that's really, this is really what we're going to use when we get around to using and integrating semgrep. I'm just doing the file picker now. And also, we're not using Qt5 anymore. Nuke that. We'll leave the UI stuff because we're going to want that. We don't need numbers. We are going to eventually use that, so we're going to want that. We're going to get our setting. I like it. All right, we're coming along. So this is going to just save our output, and then we're going to have to actually integrate. Well, we'll see. Hopefully it saves our output. Semgrep, output to C. Yes, I want to replace. Disassembly option is not defined. Really? Because I'm pretty sure. Oh, what? Y'all saw me type that, right? Y'all saw me type that, right? How did I miss that? I could have sworn I typed that. All right, we have now done the requisite amount of obvious fixes, so let's see if it works. Oh no, this looks, hold on, which build? Let's make sure we're running the right bin job because I do need to be, I bet I'm not. That was, we got the test branch. Test. My money's on that being the thing we were missing there. That one might not have been my fault. Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to, it's a linear assembly line, which before was working because print is going to coerce it to a string. But if I'm just going to append it to a string, I need to manually first stir it, I believe. I think my escapes are not getting through like I'm. Okay. Oh, did I actually write the right thing? Lines? Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, wait, no, hold on. You should probably return lines. That might be helpful. So yeah, at the very least, we'll return an empty string. All right. Man, all the bears here. I should have, you know what? I'll make this offer. Anybody that catches an error that I write on stream before I write it, y'all can get another magnet. We'll do another couple magnets. And when I say you get magnets, you'll get like, I'll send you a couple. And probably some stickers for good measure, like while we're mailing it, we might as well. If you want to. Okay. we'll keep giving these things away, and then that's how we're gonna grow our audience, because everyone's gonna be like, well, wait a minute, you can just get free stuff by just watching the stream. I'm in. It's my grand scheme plan to make my subscriber count in the dozens, I tell you. We do actually have like 700 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Oh, wait, no errors. That can't be. And I noticed that it was in this folder, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. Ooh. Ah. How many subs till minimum wage? Oh, yeah. Actually, I had monetization turned off on the stream entirely because I don't want people to get ads. Oh, did I say before I write a game mind? I'm sorry. Before I correct it. I definitely will write the bugs. I mean, you probably could predict some bugs, but yeah. Before I, okay, so this looks like that's looking pretty good. We do need our binge defs, but like that's looking real good. We're able to oh, Ricardo, thank you for the reminder. Email prizes at vector35 and let me know your YouTube name that Ricardo, you were one of the prize winners, and we'll get your address and we'll figure that all out via email. All right, so we are successfully writing to a file. Now let's try this. Now let's do semgrep. I think I need to log in again. Semgrep. Now I'm over here. Cool. Missing rules. Yes. All right, let's go look at the semgrep examples. They've told me this before and I've forgotten. So binge tip file, vim. I'm a little late, but I'm cleaning up after myself. We're looking at Wiggly. All right, semgrep. Here we go. Let's look at rules. So the trick is, let's look at some C rules. 53. Go to fail. That's cute. Okay. And also you'll notice there's 53 rules. And are they all by? No, they've got other ones. They're not all R2C. So it's not all official ones. They're getting third-party submissions. So one of their goals too, when we were talking about like kind of like tying these together, was, hey, it'd be cool if you got more people writing rules. And I thought, we've got a lot of users who would be great at writing rules and are doing, you know, bug finding and code analysis and all sorts of stuff. And so, wait, that's a lot of, so it was 85 rules. Was I filtering is I filtering all of them? Yeah, these are all C-lang. These are all C-lang ones. No, thank you. You're very welcome. So here's a rule. Okay, so let's try to find. Oh, they even give us some sample code. So we could, this would be the real test. Let's do this. All right, so let's test the rule. Let's compile the program and let's test our now this would be a good test here. So first let's do this piecemeal. Let's go to samples, double go to.c. That would be .rule. Okay, let's try that again. And we're gonna get that's interesting syntax. Like that. Let's do GCC minus. Let's do O0 just to increase the odds in our favor. Okay. Okay, so we've got their sample source. We've compiled it, and now we are going to we're just gonna piecemeal do this in Binja. So let's open double-go2.elf. All right, and now let us run. Well, it's called semgrep, but just dump it to the source code file, and we're gonna do it in the samples folder. We're going to call it, yeah, we'll just call it output to C. We'll put it in the same place. That's fine for now. Okay, so now we've got double go to C and output.c. I didn't do dash P, which I meant to do. And we'll do that. So no surprise. Oh yeah, we don't get symbols either, which is probably fine. Oh yeah, double go to. Actually, now I think about it, it may be a really terrible choice because we might actually have. Yeah, that actually is not a good choice, is it? It's gonna get optimized right out. All right. Let's see. Did somebody call me out? Nobody called me out on maybe making a choice that was not a good one. All right. So I think that process is gonna be good. Yeah, the second one's always executed, right? Because it's optimized away. Binge actually beat it. Ooh, I love it, Game Mind. Thank you. That's super nice. Tab all. Yeah, so if I forget the dash P, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Tab all. That's very handy. Man, so this is like one of my longest streams, and I'm actually super excited. It's still going strong. So thanks for everybody that's hanging with. If y'all are like tired, I can shut down for the evening, give you all the evening back. But if you guys are up for the ride, I'm gonna still keep going for a little bit because I feel like this is kind of fun. Let's see. Using equals on char star performs pointer comparison. What is that's not gonna be right. Yeah, so it is interesting thinking about the types of rules that are gonna be the things that the decompiler is gonna show too, right? So trying to find wait, is explore better? Oh yeah, here we go. How do I get just explore languages? Can I just go to C? Oh, there's no, oh, that's a pack. Okay, that's right. That's a rule pack. So there's no rule pack called C, or I think there is. I think it's just called like C lang or something. Languages and frameworks. I want to say there is. C lang, clang. Yeah, okay. Now that I think about that, that sounds less. All right, that's fine. Let's just go back to search for C. Let's find, oh, you know what? I bet there's like some format string bugs. We could totally find a format string bug. Avoid using user code. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Perfect. This should be great. Because it's going to, how is the rule written? Let's see how this does it. That's cool. Okay, so the pattern is function buffer. How do you define buffer? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I would kind of like, let's see. Let's try it. Seems like a pretty good use case. So we're calling this insecure use printf. Use printf. Actually, let's just say insecure use format dot rule. So there's our rule. And then it smells like someone's making popcorn. That's cool. I haven't had my pizza yet. Okay. I tried Control V. That should have been paste, right? Okay. GCC-O0-O insecure use format.c. I mean, you're not wrong. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, that looks not right. Oh, right. I think we're just supposed to put in. Oh, I should at least. Yeah, so in this case, they're going to take the first argument. They're going to make that the format specifier. And then the args themselves, are they supposed to be just like, I guess let's just say it's argv2. Oops. Yeah, the point is this could be any number of arguments here for your specifier. So change word argv2. It says rule ID, and okay. Does that mean this one's not supposed to do it? But we're still using. Oh, yeah, those are okay, bad. Oh, okay, these are fine. That's fine. Let's just see if that does it. And we're still got a page of 2 arguments to too few arguments. Oh, well, I mean, bad vs printf. Bad vs printf. Yeah, it takes argc and argv. All right, this is taking a little bit of work. Is there an easier one? Let me just look and see if there's another one. I mean, there's probably not too much more. Oh, interesting. There's a couple different. Ah, there we go. Sure. Yeah. This one's simpler. Because it's gonna look for, well, hold on, are we gonna get that in decompilation? Let's think about this. So the pattern is, yeah, we could totally get this working. If we pass argv1 in on main, that should have, well, this is wrong. They really need to set up. Okay, so their sample is not gonna work, but let's do that. So we actually need to have what's I thinking? And is it just int argc argv. Yeah, like let's try that. And I mean, yeah, it's a warning, right? Because it is certainly a bad idea. Right. Yeah, we shouldn't be able to do that. Should we now? Okay, so we've got a format string bug, and we've got a rule. So insecure use dot rule. Nobody wrote back. Nobody wrote back if they were interested in me working longer, but a couple people have left the stream. My feelings are not hurt. This is a very long stream. I'm just excited. And I've spent a lot of time doing stuff that wasn't coding this week, so this is fun for me. My boys watch a movie, and I am going to code. All right, so we've got a rule, and we've got a plugin, and we could tell Binja, please open the thing. And semgrep, in other words, just output it for now. Not there. Samples. Yeah, we're gonna go with output that C again there too, for sake of. All right, let's test that output and insecures.c. Tab all. I like it. Thanks, GameMind. All right, so. Yep. Yep. Okay, main. I mean, yeah. That's exactly what I would expect to see, and that is exactly correct, and should trigger. Let's try it. So, semgrep, help, semgrep. I think it's just, is it just the rules, the first parameter, or? So config, that's just config is that's a YAML file, but if I just want to give it a rule, can I do that directly? I think there is. All right, we'll go read the docs. Tell me, semgrep, how to use you on the command line. Semgrep, not CI. I want this getting started. Okay. Oh, here we go. Right. So -E. Oh, maybe that is a config. Maybe a rule is config equals auto. Path to source. Run recommended. That's kind of cool, but I want to instead. I just want it for a single. Let's try it and let's just see if my rule is a config. So was it -C or lowercase c? -config text. Okay. Oh, that was. It says it's YAML, and that was YAML. All right. So let's yeah. -C. All right. So -C insecure dot rule. And we're going to scan insecure use.c. Cool. But now, ooh, very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. And I think because this is a standard rule, what was the name of this rule in their repository? I think this is, okay, here's the next question. I think I can take this. I can be like, please. Yeah, what was that? What was the last command line parameter there? -C -F dash. Okay, so I don't, yeah, your project UL. I do need to, one of my long-term goals, not today, but one of my long-term goals is going to be to actually be able to like pull stuff directly from the repository, the registry, so you can actually get like a list of rules that are pre-done and just like, boop, please run that. But for now, we're just going to let people specify their own rule, right? So I'm going to need, all right, we're pretty close to a working proof of concept that I'm kind of excited about. I still got to get the code editor thing, which is a little bit more Qt UI stuff than I want to do right now. So let me just hard code this to do, let's see. Yeah, let's think about this. All right, so let us, so for now, I'm going to just, it's not going to paste there, is it? I was referring to that. Okay, I'm going to just do, so I'm going to put the rule in read samples insecure. Oh, I can't do the vim inclusion. So C samples cat insecure use format dot rule. Actually, I create the Linux thing that will copy that in. That's all right. Can I just open? Or no, tab edit. Let's just do that. That lets me. Oh, you can only tab complete up to the first thing? I'll understand. Oh, no, we're doing this wrong. Move the other way around. Copy that to semgrep. Okay, so now I've got the rule just hard coded here for now. We'll with open should be the same folder, insecure, wrong buffer. Nope, still wrong buffer. Thought I copied it. Copy. Okay. With that, just read ASCII. f rules equal to f dot read lines. I think I can just do that, right? Oh, actually, I want to do instead join f dot read lines. Okay. So that should be my rule. Log error rule. So let's see, this should load my hard-coded rule for now. Semgrep. No such file. Yeah, I do have to pull out the, okay, it's under file, I think. Yeah, because I'm not in the file, I'm in the REPL. So, but it is. Yeah, it's going to be the file here. So import os dot path. There's a path lib. Os dot dir name. Os dot path dot dir name. Path dot dir name. Yeah. All right. So it should be. Where am I going? Oh yeah. Rule path is equal to path dot dir name file. Let's do it the right way. Os dot path dot join. Stop. It's not hitting. Maybe my keyboard. It's something. Escape is not working now. This could be. I think that's why I'm not getting some stuff right. Rule path is equal to that, and now rule path. So load our rule, hard code it off disk, and have balanced parentheses. These seem like reasonable requests. Okay, so we loaded our rule. Cancel that. File won't write, that's fine. So we're going to load our rule. Later on, again, the goal eventually is to actually have the UI pop up and let us type in our custom rule. And now we're going to use that with temp file example that I had saved. Of course, I got rid of it. And so we're going to save the source out to the temp file. So, wait, is that all I got? I copied more than that. No, I did. Sure. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's just going to give me a file at that point. So, okay. So with temp file as fp, fp.write. Actually, hold on. First, I need to get my output. I'm telling you, it is escape. I'm either mishitting it or it's sticking. Okay, so. Oh. Yeah, C to file currently does the writing for me. Actually, instead, I'm just going to do that myself. Right. I'm going to do instead for fn in bb.functions fp.write. See source bb.fn fp.write. And we basically don't need this whole thing. Yeah, it's the only thing I like about like IDEs. Actually, you know, it's because I'm doing it wrong. I really should. I think I should block select it, and then there's a hotkey for Command K, Control C. I don't think I did what I meant. Control. Oh, is it Command K, Command C? No, I didn't know what I want. I don't know. I don't know what the VS Code is, but commenting it out is an IDE thing. No, thank you. Okay, we're closing in. We're almost done. Oof, I think it might be the longest stream ever. Better hurry up and finish this up. Kids won't have any pizza for me. All right, so our temporary file contains our source code. And all we have to do now is pexec or system. Let's see, is it os.system? It's just os.system will do it, right? And we're going to call semgrep. Yeah, okay. I don't remember all the specifics of it. Let's just try. System is going to give me the environment, the shell, so that should be fine. So os.system. And we're going to call semgrep. And system just takes a string, so I don't have to symbol arguments as separate things, right? Help me out here, Python. Execute a command in a some shell. Yep. All right, semgrep is going to take. Ooh, that's a good question. The temp p is going to have to be a file name. Yeah. So hold on. What is temp file? Oh, I made it full screen. Thanks, Jordan, for making it full screen. Don't need it to be full screen. Oh wait, no, it's just. All right. Do I get the name? I do need the name though. How do you if you need the name? Name temporary file. That's what I want to use. I want to use name temporary. Except that the file's guaranteed a visible name. Use the name attribute. Return from the file like object. Perfect. So I just want named temporary. Okay. Name temporary file. Okay. So now I can semgrep and I can do the config is going to go into the rules. And actually in this case, I'm literally just going to give it rule path because I already have it here, but we'll change that around later, right? So we're going to do config is rule path, and then it's just p.name. Now does os.system run it? What's the return on that? How do I get the I forget the os Python execute command print output. Like if I want to get the output back. I think just system. I think it's. Okay. Check output. I mean, that's going to take arguments, but that's fine. That's totally fine. So subprocess, and we're going to use check underscore output. So we're going to do subprocess.check output. It's an array, semgrep. Actually, yeah, we're going to do log error. We're going to add log info to that, and then we're going to call log info subprocess.check output semgrep C, and then the nice thing is we can just do rule path at p.name. Yeah, escape wasn't working there. Okay. I mean, that I think is as little code as I want, except I'm going to want to get this name here. So the name temporary file. I'm going to do all this after I out. Yeah, actually, no, that's right. I don't need this at all. That makes sense. Right? So that's done. Well, I mean, done is strong words. Oh, Josh, you were there. Sorry, I'm slow on chat. Thank you. Name temporary file was exactly what I wanted. You helped me out. Oh, I'm not balancing those. Yeah. Whew. 6 of y'all have hung with me. Thank you. I'm surprised I'm still. Okay, so we open the binary. Now let's find some more bugs. Bytes like objects required. So write is a bytes. Oh, right. Yeah. So fp.write. This is why I had codecs actually in here before. because you can, yeah, get around that with that. But I think I could just do, so if I have a string, aw, thanks, Ricardo. Glad you enjoy it. I should be streaming like in the Twitch category too, with like the coding live streaming. So Glenn, hopefully seeing somebody else have minor success with an easy task has been encouraging. So yeah, I'll follow up with you later on Slack. I'm curious what about pip has been breaking you. So I want it's gonna return a string. Let me just double check this real quick. So is it dot? No, I think you can just do bytes on it, right? I don't have to do any. Yeah, I do have to do encoding. Okay, so bytes UTF-8. 3, 4, 4, not 5. Bytes. Escape. Comma UTF-8. Okay. And just throw a byte on there. Actually, I wonder if, no, it was definitely the, where was my error? Yeah, it was definitely that one line that was the error. All right, so restart, load the file, run the thing. All right, raise process error, return non. Oh, well, first of all, that C is just a bare C and not a dash C, which is one problem. But the rest, I mean, might be. Oops, sorry. Might be close. Load the plugin, the file first. Semgrep. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Hold on. Do I? Stop. Escape. Work. Escape. I need to check a new keyboard. I'm blaming the keyboard. 'Tis a poor workman that blames his tools. I know. Okay. Semgrep dash C rule path fp.name. All right, well, let's actually see what. Okay. Oh, let's see if somebody else figured it out. Sweet. Have a good evening, Debugger. So command is going to be equal that. And so this one is just going to wait, okay. And then this one is going to log output. Let's just see what our command that we're executing looks like. That's where my other parenthesis was supposed to be. Okay. At least it parses. Semgrep. Okay, I mean, like, that looks pretty good. That's like pretty good. Oh no, that's fine. It's a symlink. Yeah, so that's fine. That should. Does it require it to be a C file? I think that was exactly the command I ran, wasn't it? Oh. Okay, so it's running. It's just running the output over here. Log info shouldn't be coming out over here. Log debug would be coming out over here. I'm calling it log info, right? I restarted it. Hold on. Why would that be? All right. I'm winding down anyways. Yeah, I think Valgrind had the right idea. I have it mostly working. I think this was a good example we have verified that Binja can decompile to C. We can feed it to semgrep. We can have it rules catch, right? So we ran that. If I run that same thing, it's not going to keep it, I don't think. Thanks, Iris. Yeah, I think this will be a really nice plugin. So yeah, my goals for it are once I fix the little gotchas that I'm fighting now, I want to be able to have like a little rule editor. So I want to be able to like select in the binary and be like query this thing, and then tag the results. So actually create tags in the binary at those spots where rules fired. Yeah, I was too. Like I'm kind of on like the high level IL train, hype train, and so it was like, yeah, like I get some people prefer C, and but like, is it interesting? And then we kind of had this idea. We were talking to them, and I was like, oh no, this is pretty cool. Like this would be really nice, because it gives us this really powerful search query capability. And I mean, at some point I want to have our own, like I want to have, because there are still things, again, we don't like C4, and we know that we can do more with high level IL in terms of like the stuff that we have in high level IL. So we actually also talked about that with the semgrep folks, like having something that would just output high level IL and then letting us do things with like our high level IL queries, which are let people write queries specifically for that, or convert some of those C queries to high level IL queries. And then you could do a little more stuff with like some of the typecasting and some of the sign stuff, sign comparisons on site, like all that kind of stuff. Like you would get do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not, not just that we wait, HLILQL. Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Tremarian layer. I don't know Tremarian. What is that? Tremarian? Oh, translation. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah, that we could maybe translate between their rules and high level IL, but then you could also have rules that would just work on, I don't know. So there's interesting stuff, but this is like our little proof of concept. And I just think it would be neat because we can get Binja people interested in it and show them some really cool stuff they can do, and we can contribute back to the repository that they're already putting together. Again, semgrep being open source and having this kind of like repository means everybody wins when the more people write rules, and so we can increase the audience of people writing some of these rules and producing things, and it gives us a really powerful query capability on Binja that our users can like right off the bat start doing stuff with. So I thought, yeah. Anyway, I think that's cool because that's our first time I've sort of seen it like work, where we took Binja output and we ran a rule on it, we caught it. So that's exciting. We just got to like wire up the automation and add a little text box, and we'll do that. But anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody who hung with. Heading out. It was good to see y'all. We'll be back in 2 weeks for our last stream of the year, which is appropriate. We'll have 32 streams for the year, so a nice binary round number. Anyway, yeah. Take care. Have a good one, and I don't know what I think you could sign off. Anyway, see you.